Okay, grade 12s, let's have a look. The first thing we need to notice is that it says from point P. That word from tells me that that is where my compass points are going in. So I'm going to create my point P and I'm going to put my compass points in. A ship is sighted 12.4 kilometers away on a bearing of 137 degrees. Now, bearing is always measured clockwise from north, and I'm looking for 137 degrees, and so that means that my ship is situated somewhere over here. Okay, the next thing we're going to read is that it says that point Q is due south. Now, due south means exactly south. So that means Q is directly below P, and it is a distance of 31.2 kilometers away from my ship. So that's 12.4 kilometers, and that's 31.2. Calculate the bearing of the ship from Q. The from tells me that that's where my compass points are going in, and I'm interested in the bearing of the ship from Q. So I'm going to be measuring clockwise from north at Q to find the bearing of my ship. Okay, let's have a look at how we're going to do that. I've got a neater diagram over here, and let's go through it. So we'll first define our angle. So let theta equal the bearing of the ship from Q. In all of these problems, our diagrams are very important. You have to draw a label diagram. Okay, so let's say, consider triangle PQS. Okay, now we can work out what this angle inside our triangle is, angle P, because we know that anything that's due south will be 180 degrees. So we know that angle P has to be equal to 180 degrees minus our 137 degrees, which makes it 43 degrees. And as with all geometry, you need to put a reason why you know, or why you say that you know that. Okay, so now we've got an angle, a known angle inside our triangle, a known opposite side. We have an unknown angle, but we also have a known other opposite side, which means we can use our sine rule. So, using the sine rule, we're going to say that sine Q over Q is sine P over P is sine S over S. And we're interested in Q and P, so we're going to say that sine of theta over 12.4 is going to be equal to sine of 43 over 31.2. And our theta, which is our unknown angle, is our inverse sine of 12.4 sine 43 over 31.2. So theta equals 15.7 degrees. Now, because this is a worded problem, you're going to have to draw a conclusion. So therefore, the bearing of the ship from Q is 15.7 degrees. True.